Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are in week 3 of our Madden NFL 24 Creative Player franchise with the Rhamondre Jefferson series. Last episode we were in Pittsburgh and we defeated the Cleveland Browns at Acrisure Stadium. So this will be the first game of the regular season that we will not be in Pittsburgh, PA in the 412. We will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, which hosted Halloween Havoc back in October of 1997, the famous Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio match from that pay-per-view was actually held at the MGM Grand, not far from Allegiant Stadium. So I hope we can get a win on the road against the 1-1 Raiders. So I'm hoping to stay constantly undefeated. So without a further ado, we'll show you the uniforms and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Alright, so the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to be wearing their white away jerseys. So this will be the first time we'll be wearing our white jerseys this season and on the road. And then the Las Vegas Raiders, they're going to be wearing their black jerseys with silver pants. So without a further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Alright, so now it is kickoff time here in Las Vegas, Nevada at Allegiant Stadium. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is their first time playing a game in the state of Nevada. So the Raiders are ready to return this kickoff. Honestly, it would have been cool to have an expedition team come to Las Vegas, but at least the Raiders relocated because their ratings in Oakland the last few years were not the greatest, so that's why they wanted to leave California and try somewhere different. So Jimmy G, he's going to throw this pass, he's going to throw that one out to Hunter Renfrow, and that is going to be a 2nd down and 7. That's only a 3-yard gain on that play. So 2nd and 7, Jimmy G, he's going to step back to pass, and that is also for Renfrow. 3rd and 3, as they are short from getting the first down. And we're going to use a blitz here for the defense. So no Deontay Johnson for the next couple weeks. That was an infinite shocker to begin with, but 4th and inches, the Raiders do not get a first down. All right, so now it is 4th and inches. So they were just a yard away from getting a first down, but they didn't quite make it. But we got Patrick Peterson, the former Arizona Cardinals secondary, to return this. Didn't return it far, only up to about the 6-yard line. So looks like we're going to have to start our game plan from all the way back in the backfield and hopefully get it into the red zone. So Kenny Pickett, he's going to hand this one off to Najee Harris. So Najee is going to gain about 9.5, maybe 10 on that play. Last week against Cleveland, 16 carries, 79, and 3 touchdowns over the win against the Browns. So 2nd and inches, we're going to hand this one off to Harris again, the Alabama product. This is now going to be 3rd and 2. I don't want to run on 3rd down and 2, but sometimes I have to anyway. So I'm going to use a formation. I'm going to go to the pistol, and I'm probably going to use a fade smash pass play on 3rd down and 2. So no Deontay Johnson at all. So now I'm going to run it with Kenny Pickett. So the Ocean Township, New Jersey native, he's going to slightly gain of about 20 to 30 yards on that play. So nice run on the play by Kenny Pickett there. So now Pickett steps back. So he's going to throw this ball out to Rhamondre Jefferson. That is down at the 14. So we're going to actually run it since we're at the red zone area. So I'm going to hand this off to Najee Harris. That's a 2nd down and 8. Raiders are a pretty tough team too, keep in mind. They're only 1-1 on the season, so we have not lost a single game. But I'm going to run it. Najee gets a touchdown for the Steelers, and it's now going to be 7-0 Pittsburgh on the road. So he's just going to pin Najee for the win. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. Jimmy G with his second chance on offense. And look at this interception by Patrick Peterson. And this is going to be the first turnover of the game for the Raiders. So 26 duo run play, first turnover of the game for Las Vegas. Pittsburgh handing this off to Harris. And Najee Harris, he's just going to use a stiff arm. And that's how he's going to get that 1st down. So I want to spike it a little bit so it's 2nd down and 10. I don't want the clock to run too fast on me. So what do? I'm going to stop the clock for a few seconds, and I'm going to throw this pass out to Jefferson, and that is a Pittsburgh touchdown. This is now going to definitely be, I'm going to actually run it. So I'm going to use goal line, and hopefully I can get a touchdown on this, or not touchdown, but 2-point conversion. And we are now up 15-0 against the Raiders. All right, so 2nd down and 10. Las Vegas stepping back. Throwing that one, it is incomplete. Jimmy G, the former San Francisco 49ers quarterback, has thrown 1 INT in this one so far. And he's going to probably throw another one out to Patrick Peterson. So he's going to likely wind up being defensive player of the game if he claims more INTs along the line. So that's going to be an infinite surpriser there. So now Pickett, he steps back. He's going to fire all the way out to George Pickens, and that is going to be a touchdown, and it will be 22-0 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll see you in the 2nd quarter. All right, so now this is 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. So now Las Vegas, they're stepping back. They get pressured down. It is now 4th and 6. So Pittsburgh up 22-0 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So 2 INTs made by Patrick Peterson. Najee Harris had a touchdown. Rhamondre Jefferson had a touchdown. And George Pickens had a receiving touchdown himself. So Patrick Peterson returns it to the 43. So that's not a bad return. I mean, wish we could have it a little farther, but it is what it is. So he'll have lots of punt return chances, by the way. So 2nd down and 5. And we're going to actually use the HB dive run play on 2nd and 5. So I'm going to just use a juke move there. And he's going to gain about maybe at the 32, I'd have to say, but 26 duo run play. 1st down and 10. We're going to hand this off to Harris again. No defenders trying to stop me there. I got daylight up until I get stopped at the 1. So I hope Najee Harris can have a 100-yard rushing day. So I'm going to hand this off to Najee Harris, and that is going to be a Steelers touchdown. It is now officially going to be 30-0 here at Allegiant Stadium. All right, so now this is first down and 10. So Davante Adams gets a reception on that play. So 27 yards by Jimmy G passing. And it's just so hard to believe that they're going to hand this off to Josh Jacobs. That is a loss of 1. So they haven't even ran the ball in the first quarter. So now they got the former Alabama standout, Josh Jacobs. So looks like Jimmy G, he's going to step back to pass. And this one is going to be INT'd by no other than Minkah Fitzpatrick. So this is going to be Minkah Fitzpatrick's first INT of the game. And we're already dominating defensively in interception. So we're going to hand this one off to Najee Harris. So, and this will, keep in mind, be the host of Super Bowl 58 if we even make it there. So our projected opponent, if we make the Super Bowl, will probably most likely be the Dallas Cowboys. So we're actually going to use a juke move there. So for the Trevor Abramowitz series, I actually won with the Dallas Cowboys, but for every Cowboys Steelers create a player franchise series I do, I always tend, and it looks like George Pickens got a one-handed touchdown reception on that play. So now it is now going to be 37-0 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, so now this is going to be a first down and 10. So the Raiders are going to throw this pass to Josh Jacobs. That's going to be only a gain of 1. So the Raiders have been throwing INTs. That has been their biggest mistake so far, but they have been throwing the football 4 receptions, mainly to Hunter Renfrow and Davante Adams and such. So now second down and 8. Clock is really winding down, so they've got to speed it up a little bit. So they're going to actually step back, and Jimmy G, he gets avoided with the sack. So now TJ Watt, what is he going to do? He is going to, in fact, get a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and this is now going to be a 44-0 Pittsburgh Steelers lead. All right, so now this is going to be a first and 10. Jimmy G is going to throw this pass out to Davante Adams. So the Raiders are going to take a timeout. We both have 2 timeouts remaining in this one. So this is a second down and 1 for the Raiders. And now TJ Watt makes a sack. Third down and 7. So this is now 3rd and 7, and the Steelers are up 44-0. So I wonder what will happen next. They get a reception on this play. So 3 defenders, I would have thought that they could have taken an easy INT out of it, but apparently not. So this is now going to result in a 2nd and 10. We're taking the timeout. 44-0 here in Allegiant Stadium. The torch is on fire. So now second down and 10. It looks like that they're going to throw this one out, and we're going to take our final timeout of this, or maybe it might be Las Vegas's timeout, but 3rd down and 4. Will the Raiders get a field goal? And I know it's only 1 second remaining till halftime, but why use it? Because Desmond King uses the blocked punt, recovers a fumble, but doesn't take it all the way, though, and it still stands 44-0 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, so now this is going to be a kickoff. So the Raiders now have 5 turnovers, all in the first half. Calvin Austin, the University of Memphis product, he is going to return this kickoff. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I think he's going to take this one all the way for a Steelers touchdown, and he'll dive on in to do so. So that is going to be a touchdown, and it is now going to be 52-0. And we will actually take a break after we get this 2-point conversion in. If we don't get it in, that's okay too. But at least we know that we're winning, and unfortunately, we don't get it in. All right, so we're blitzing on defense. 1st down and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. So they step back, and they unfortunately will get a 1st down, but 3 INTs for Jimmy G. But we had a great game so far. I mean, kickoff returns for touchdown. That's pretty rad and electrifying to me, man. So it's 2nd down and 5 with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third. And the sun has already set in Las Vegas, Nevada. So the nightlife have came up. The night lights are on. So that's really the coolest part. And we get another INT, our 4th one of the game. And this time, Cole Holcomb, the former Washington Redskins linebacker, gets the INT for the Steelers. So it was the Redskins' rookie year, but it changed to the football team and the Commanders. Najee Harris, though, he's just storming the football. And he has 1 touchdown already in this one. So he's just running like a cheetah in this one. So he's just going to end up. And we lost the football. It did go out of bounds, though, but if it wasn't out of bounds, I think Las Vegas would have had it, and that would have been the first turnover of the game for Pittsburgh. So we're actually going to stumble here, and Najee dives into the end zone for a Steelers touchdown, and it will be 57-0. All right, so now this is 1st and 10, 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the third. Actually, it's less than a minute now. So 4 INTs thrown by Jimmy Garoppolo. No pick sixes, though, but it's still good enough because I at least played some strategic football. So they're going to throw this one out. And I think Patrick Peterson had the most with 2. Holcomb had 1. And Minka Fitzpatrick had 1. So this is going to result in 11 seconds left in the third. They're actually going to hand this off to Josh Jacobs. That's a 3rd down and 1. So that's really going to end this game up. So 3rd and 1, end of third quarter. We're going to use a man coverage here for the defense. And it's already 57-0. And they're going to run this football. That's going to be a 1st down and 10. So it's going to be a 1st down. And it looks like that they're going to step back to pass. And they don't get the 1st down. But it is 1st and inches. Or excuse me, 2nd and inches rather. But the Steelers are still holding on to a win, so it looks like that they're going to step back. They're going to throw this pass out to the tight end. Ball knocked out. Cole Holcomb recovers it for Pittsburgh, and that is going to be another turnover. So we're going to actually run the football more. I think we're going to take a break from Kenny Pickett after he throws the next snap. So maybe put in Trubisky, giving like the guy some time. So this is now 1st and 10. I'm actually going to swap out and maybe put in Mitch Trubisky. So he's actually a Mentor, Ohio native, Northeast Ohio native. So he's going to throw this one out to Rhamondre Jefferson. And Jefferson is down at the 4. So we're going to probably just throw this football and maybe get a touchdown on this play. So Rhamondre Jefferson gets a touchdown. This is now going to be 64-0, and we will actually take a break since we're heading into the 2-minute warning. All right, so it is now 4th and 9. Patrick Peterson is actually going to return this. So he's had 2 INTs already in this one. And this has been a pretty spectacular game for the defense either way. So he's going to break some tackles. He's going to probably get a punt return for a touchdown. He's going to be considered your game MVP. He returns this one all the way. Nobody even stops him there. And it is now going to be 72-0 here at Allegiant Stadium. Oh, wow, I got it. Pick 6 with Cole Holcomb. Pick 6 legit. And this is our only pick 6 of the game that we're going to probably get in this one. I'm going to give credit to Cole Holcomb and Patrick Peterson themselves. So he just returned this one. He just jumped while he caught the football, and he returned it all the way. And it's now going to be 79-0. And they're going to fly back east of the Mississippi, realizing how dedicated their fans are and how dedicated the teammates are themselves, really. So they got one of the best fan bases in the whole entire planet. So it's now 79-0 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So Raiders are ready to kick this or ready to return this one, and they're going to actually get stopped at the 34. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10. So it's about 1 minute, 2 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. So they ain't obviously going to get 79 points back, but what the heck not. But they lose the football, and we actually recover the fumble. But chances are we aren't going to get a touchdown on this. But Keanu Neal got a fumble recovery there that time. So I think it was 10 turnovers by the Raiders today. And I'm just going to run it with Mitch Trubisky, the UNC product, and he's going to get stopped at the 6. So this is going to be a 1st and goal, rather. So now Trubisky, he's stepping back. I have no idea who to throw this to, but I think Max Crosby will probably end up sacking me, and this will probably most likely end the game for the Steelers. So all I wanted to say is thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we get our 3rd win of the year. So we don't even snap. So 79-0 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Next week against Houston, I think we'll easily win that game too. But the odds are the odds. So I hope we score the most points in a regular season. Like for our Trevor Abramowitz series, we had scored 1,221 points. We only allowed 79, or actually we allowed 77 points regular season scored. So we're actually going to go to the team or player stats right now. So Jimmy G, 8 interceptions. Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky both had perfect passer ratings, but Trubisky had 1 touchdown and Pickett had 3. Najee Harris, he had 230 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Josh Jacobs, he had 3 carries, 2 yards, no touchdown. So he had more carries than he did more yards. But Pickens, he had 67 receiving yards, and Rhamondre Jefferson, he had 2 receiving touchdowns with 167 receiving yards. So Defensively, this has to be the most important. TJ Watt, 2 sacks on the day. Max Crosby, a sack and a half. Tyree Wilson, 1 sack. Alex Highsmith had a sack. Christopher Smith, the second. Des Fitzpatrick had, or not Des Fitzpatrick had the sack. Patrick Peterson, 2 interceptions. Cole Holcomb, 2 interceptions. Minka Fitzpatrick had 1 interception, so 5 INTs. Fumble recoveries, TJ Watt had 1. Desmond King, DeAndre Carter had 1. Cole Holcomb and Keanu Neal all had fumble recoveries. But Watt and Holcomb are the only ones that have defensive touchdowns in this. So, kick return, Calvin Austin, he had a 102-yard return for a touchdown. Patrick Peterson, he had an 89-yard punt return for a touchdown. He had 136 in all punt return yards wise. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next episode.